Everybody, welcome to my YouTube page, and thanks for coming here. Today we're going to be at the Fort Lee, New Jersey Fire Department, and let me get the video started. So we're going to look at a couple of things here. The first is a low volume of smoke from a large structure indicates a large problem, right? And that's what we have here, is a low volume of smoke from a large structure indicating that we have a large problem. And they're just starting to get set up here, just starting to open up. And there's a lot of cuts in this video, so as far as the timing goes, I don't know really, I don't have a really good sense of how long the event itself took, right? Because every time there's a cut in video, it could be a minute, could be 5 seconds, who knows. But a low volume of smoke, and this is a low volume laminar thin on the white end of the grayscale, right? If we look at our volume, velocity, density, color, but it's from a large structure and it's from more than one location. Now, as they get going here, they're going to open up. There's a lot of video here of the arrival and stuff. So, I wanted to get to this point where we're looking at the front, the store that they're making entry, right? People up on the roof starting to vet. Now, here, right, we're probably, I would guess, 3 to 5 minutes in, right? And they've opened this front door, and the neutral plane is very low. There's some wind churn here, but this is mostly laminar. It's probably moderate. So if we look at volume, it's a lot, right? I think this is a lot coming from the front door. And more important, right? So let's go back. Volume, a lot, right? Velocity, it's laminar, right? It's mostly cool smoke here. There's a little bit of wind churn. When I get it going, you'll see, right? It's relatively thin. There's some density, but not. I mean, maybe in the middle, and it's dark to light gray in here. But notice that the neutral plane is pretty low, and there's some pretty significant volume coming out now. So since this neutral plane is so low, you know that this whole space is filled with smoke, right? That means that's a lot of smoke that's been generated by this fire. It means the fire's been working a pretty long time, right? And so all those are on the front end. The problem continues to get worse. And one of the things that we look at from reading smoke is the change over time, right? And one of the things that I'm always thinking about when I was an incident commander is, are we winning or losing? Is it getting better or worse in seconds or minutes, right? That's part of the reading smoke process, is what happens over the course of time. And the thing with this fire, and they eventually go defensive on this, is there's never really a time when things get better, right? Now, maybe that's better temporarily. It might have relieved some pressure inside, but we're going to see that, in fact, the fire just continues to grow over the course of time, and it really just never, from the beginning till the middle till the end, it just never got better. And so that's why they, I assume that's why they went defensive. But particularly if you go watch the whole video, you can see some pretty significant time. I've only got 3.5 minutes in here, but over the course of the video, they've shown a lot of these units showing up, setting up, getting ready, and so we're talking about probably 15 or 20 minutes. And if you're watching it from a reading smoke perspective, and it just never gets better, at some point in time, you got to figure, it's really, you got to Ricky Bobby this thing. If you're not first, you're last, right? So if you're not winning the battle, you're losing. And in this case, get everybody out of harm's way and start setting up for a defensive fire. So let's go right back to the beginning and remember that even a low volume of smoke from a large structure, presume it's a large problem, okay? Presume it's a large problem, even if it's a little bit of laminar thin white smoke. That doesn't mean it's nothing. It means it's something in a building this size. All right, so thanks for being here. As always, you can check in the show notes for where I'm going to be teaching in the future. And hope if you come to a class, please say hello. And I'd love to be fans of the YouTube page when I'm out there teaching. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody being here. And for Reading Smoke with Phil Jost, I'm Phil Jost, and I'm out.